How to start a skincare brand in South Africa. So a lot of people are interested in the skincare market, and the reason for this is because of the growth that South Africa has been experiencing when it comes to skincare brands. So there is many kinds of skincare brands. Some people want to go into the more organic skincare brand market. Some want to just start a skincare brand that they can sell to their people. So in this video, I'm gonna discuss how to start a skincare brand in South Africa step by step. And the reason I believe that I am qualified to make this video is because I myself have started a skincare brand, which of course I will be growing and branching into more products where I'll be making products for hair and for children, specifically for babies. However, right now I only have a skincare brand and it is focused mostly on just having a soap, body butter and a face cream. These are the products that I have in my brand, in my business, and I'm going to share with you how to start your business. The first thing for you to understand is that you will never really be ready, especially if you are somebody that is starting from the ground up. So before I get into any other point in this video, I want to go with point number one, which is the fact that you have to start. You know, whether you are ready or not, the point is that you have to start, because without starting, you won't be able to collect data and for you to learn what people really want and what products you really want and what products you think you are most able to sell and which products can grow your business. So point number one is that you have to start whether you are ready or not. Point number two, do your research. So in the previous video, I did mention that I did a lot of research, and my research took me a while. It took me literally 1 year of research and then another 3 years before I even started my business, because I just kept on doing more and more research, which to an extent was an excuse. But although I wouldn't recommend that you take 4 years for you to start your business, I am glad that I took that long to start mine, because it allowed me to understand what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do, and the business model that I was going to follow, which now it leads into the point is that you have to establish your niche market. Now, when it comes to skincare brands, you can create products that are for the mass population, meaning that you make them as affordable as you possibly can, and this will allow you to have as many customers as you possibly can as well, and your products will also be affordable. So when they are affordable, obviously you will have more people being able to buy your products. Or if you want to start a luxury skincare brand, meaning that you only serve the higher LSM market, you still will have a market there. However, your products have to also be luxury products. Whether you go for the organic side of things, or you go for the natural side of things, or you go for what is already on the market and other bigger brands are already selling. There is quite a difference between natural and 100% organic. When we talk about 100% organic, is their products are made out of all products that are organic, meaning that they all come from the earth. When it's natural, some of the natural products can be synthesized in labs or in manufacturing companies so that they can be mass produced. However, they are derived from natural products. The fourth thing that you want to think about is how you are going to get your products made. Now, there are many options for you to go for. You can either find a manufacturer that will create your products, and once your products have been created, they are packaged for you, they're also branded for you, and all you do is the selling. Or you can take the route that I took. So the route I took is, because of the research that I had done, I ensured that I found the approved suppliers in South Africa so that I could make my products, and I make all my products from my kitchen at the moment, and obviously I'm aiming towards growth. So it depends on what your budget really is, because if you are going to go for the manufacturing side, then everything will be done by them. However, you will be paying obviously way more money, and you will just see how you price your products for you to make a profit good enough so that the business makes sense that you continue using a manufacturer. When it comes to manufacturing products yourself, well, that's a different story, because you have to be able to manufacture the products. You have to be able to mix them in a sense that, or in a way that they will be effective for whatever results that you are trying to get for your customers. And the other thing that you have to be able to know is branding. And if you know branding, you know that branding comes with designs of, well, your company logo. The manufacturer is not going to do that. So whether or not you use a manufacturer, you still have to have your company logo and brand available at hand, unless you find a manufacturer that also does the branding for you. However, if you're doing everything yourself, you have to know branding, you have to know graphic design. I luckily have a friend who can do graphic design and he's great at it, and I've been happy so far with everything that he has designed for me. You have to also find an affordable printer for you, which means a printing shop. Or if you do have the funds, you can buy yourself the printer. However, what I do on my side is find an affordable printing shop, and they print all the stickers that I need for my products, and I do everything by hand. So from manufacturing to branding the products, it's all done by hand. And when it comes to packaging, I also found a very affordable supplier. The fifth thing that you want to think about now is how you are going to sell your products. There are multiple business models that you can go for, but if you are starting out, I would suggest that you sell online, because trying to find a brick and mortar type of store where customers come into your business might be a little bit expensive. So the safest or the cheapest way for you to go when it comes to selling is to sell online. There are multiple options that you can go for. Paused a little bit there. There are multiple options that you can go for when it comes to selling online. You can do this either through social media directly, or you can build a website, and you can find Shopify. You can find a website that works for you on WordPress. You can also find a website that works good for you on Wix.com, and there's also Squarespace. But I personally use WordPress because it allows me the creative freedom for me to create the website how I want it to look, and I have also built in my e-commerce store into the website on WordPress, also integrated with Facebook, Instagram, and WooCommerce. WooCommerce is where mostly you create the web store on your website. Going to point number 6. This is you knowing your market. Remember that you know your niche market. Now this is when it comes to you knowing your market. What's important is how you are going to access these people. Okay, so are you going to use Facebook? Are you going to use Instagram? Are you going to use a combination of Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and your website? Know how to find your customers and also know how to market to your customers. A great thing that you can also establish is a good word of mouth through the customers that have already bought your products, which is what I am doing with my business. And slowly, ever so slowly, it is growing and it's growing. Now, the 7th point that I'm going to make, which is really just a bonus point here, is that you have to be patient with yourself and your business, because this is products that are going on people's skins, and people have to trust your product. Whether or not they are coming from tested products that come from suppliers that are approved in the country, the people still have to trust your product. Each customer is a step towards you gaining trust with your customers, because one person can tell the next person that these are the products that I've been using. They are affordable, or they are expensive, they are luxury, but I love them very much and I recommend them to you. That is about it for this video, man. And if you want to start your skincare brand, go for it. Go back to point number 1, just start whether you are ready or not. And if you did like this video, click the like button and you get a lollipop.